Hello friends! I am talking quietly because my kids are still asleep, but I am going to take you along for the day in another day in the life of a middle school teacher. If you're new here, I am Brittany from A Messy Bun Teacher. That is the sound of heaven. So I am sitting outside and having my coffee time with Jesus. I'm gonna be honest, the last couple weeks my hummingbird friends, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I have two hummingbird friends that Teacher Geek had helped me named. We call them Ricky and Lucy, and then there's one that sits on our light bulbs and we call him Bolt. So cute. These last 2 weeks have been hard getting up early enough to have this time by myself and sitting and just being quiet and reading scripture. I need it, but it's just been rough. If you're in the same boat, you're not alone. For me personally, it's a self-discipline thing, so I need to make sure I'm getting to bed on time, that I don't hit the snooze 12 times. And I think I told this to you guys this summer, like, God does not want us to have all of our act together to come to him. Like, he wants us to come as we are. So sometimes that is in the car, just telling him about my fears and worries, and sometimes that's sitting outside and just sitting in silence and just allowing space for the noise of this world to go quiet, and the truth and his peace to take over my heart again, because I am so guilty of allowing the noise of this world to get to my heart, to my head. But when I allow this time, and when I put this time as a priority, it just does wonders to my heart and to my anxiety and to my fears. I would love to know how I can pray for you. My husband and I pray over the Messy Bun fam. So if you are a subscriber, we pray over you. So if there's anything specifically to pray for you about, please let me know down below, and I would love to pray over you. How you can be praying for me if you pray is just making sure that I can get up and have this time, because it's so necessary. And just the strength, because this year is hard. It's hard for all of us, whether you're a parent homeschooling kids right now, or whether you're a teacher or an administrator or whatever. It's just hard. Today is going to be a good day. I am going to be teaching my kiddos how to properly find text evidence and how to write that. And so when I get to school, I'm going to show you how we're going to be doing that today. So it's going to be a good day. So I am on my way to school. I'm actually driving by myself today, which, if you saw a couple vlogs ago, the fam and we are down to one car right now, and it's a season. But Joey did not need the car today, so I am taking the van, the swagger wagon, and headed to work. I did want to pop on here before I talk about how we're going to be teaching text evidence today. I am the chair of the Sunshine Committee. What a Sunshine Committee is basically the kind of morale booster for our staff, and not just teachers, like the entire staff. And we plan, like last year we did a fall chili cook-off at a coworker's house, and it was so much fun. And then we did a Christmas party. We laughed so much. It was just a blast. And then we were gonna plan on doing a spring party, like a picnic, but COVID. But throughout the year, we also do like birthday lunches. Instead of doing them once a month, we do them like every quarter. And so in the end of September, we're going to be doing the fall birthday lunch. And so that will be August birthdays, September birthdays, and October birthdays. I don't think we had November in there. And so if you had a birthday in any of those months, you don't have to bring anything. You just show up to whenever your lunchtime is in the lounge and partake in the potluck. And we always do a themed potluck, and this time for fall birthdays will be Tex-Mex. Everybody loves Tex-Mex. And then our awesome PTO, which we call Pause, they provide little gifts for the staff members that we're celebrating their birthdays for. And so we'll do that for winter birthdays, spring birthdays, and summer birthdays. That worked really well last year. Instead of doing it like once a month, it just is a lot of work, especially with, you know, people bringing crock pots to work and all that stuff. So I talked to my team, and we're still going to do it this year. I don't think any of us are actually eating in the teacher's lounge this year because of COVID. So we'll still have the food there, and the teachers can grab their food and then go wherever their designated area is for lunch, and they'll still get their gifts. And so we do that for Sunshine Committee, and we always do, you know, little gifts here and there, or little surprise things. Like we did Sonic drinks 2 weeks ago just because, and Sonic and our local Sonic donated like 60 drinks. So thank you, Sonic. And today we are getting Chick-fil-A for breakfast. Yesterday was parent-teacher conferences, which looked really different than normal parent-teacher conferences. Nobody was allowed inside, and so we had to make phone calls. And so it was basically just phone calls from 4 to 7. And so everybody, I'm sure just like me, is tired, and so we thought a pick-me-up from Chick-fil-A for breakfast would be perfect for today. And honestly, I actually called Chick-fil-A last year, and they just couldn't help at that time. And we have the best front desk lady. I mean, she wears a million different hats. Her name is Shikari. Shikari, if you're watching this, you know that I love you. She has this like magical touch, and her voice is like so calming that when she asks for things, people are like, yes, what else do you want? And like when I call places, I'm like, hey, can you donate? No, I'm just kidding. We have wonderful community here. She just has this magical touch. So she's on the Sunshine Committee, and she is an asset, and I just love her so much. So thanks to her and our awesome team and Chick-fil-A, we are going to have Chick-fil-A for breakfast today. So if you don't have a Sunshine Committee at your school, head one up. You don't have to do all the work. Like, get a team, even if it's a couple people. It just helps so much, because especially this year, we can lose sight of our reason on why we're teaching and why we love our staff. The Sunshine Committee just brings unity and just joy. Look it up. There's so many Pinterest ideas. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money. Just doing fun, small things really make a difference. I promise you, if you have a Sunshine Committee and you do it right, it will help your environment. It has been so much fun leading this team. The girls, there's a couple men on the team as well. They have wonderful ideas, and it's just so fun to be able to be a part of just breeding joy and excitement and gratefulness and unity at a school. And we have a lot of new staff members this year, and so just making them feel welcome and a part of the family is so important. So if you don't have a Sunshine Committee at your school, you should start one. All right, so it is my planning time, and we did get our Chick-fil-A, and it was the big breakfast sandwiches. So I'm actually gonna go plan with our special ed teacher, whom I love. I love our special ed teacher. And then Lisa, my friend, so her and I, she teaches math and I teach reading, so her and I plan with the spec ed teacher on Wednesdays. And so I'm gonna go do that and then fill you in on what we're doing this week. All right, guys, so it is my planning still. Our planning with our spec ed teacher went really well. We usually co-teach with her, and so she's doing a great job. And what we do normally is make our plans, talk to her about our low babies that need extra support and what she can modify. So usually I give her like the quizzes and the worksheets and the activities a week beforehand so she can make any modifications. It really helps when you have someone that you work well with and you're on the same page with, and so it's been a really good experience so far. So I did want to tell you that I, aside from teaching reading, we have RTI, and then we also have enrichment. And so three of the teachers teach RTI, and so that's just extra support for those that are low in math or reading. And then 2 of the teachers teach enrichment, so for those kids that are proficient or above, and we just do some fun project-based things. And so I am one of the enrichment teachers this year, and I got this idea from a dear friend that I used to teach with, Cheryl Snowden. So if you are watching, Cheryl, I love you and I miss you. And she used to teach forensics in her enrichment class, and so I kind of stole her idea. And so we have been doing this for 3 weeks now, and the kids are loving it. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. It's so much fun. I always make it 5th grade appropriate. We're not watching like videos of people being murdered and blood and all that stuff, so we make it fun, very scientific. And so anyways, we made these folders. So they put agent and then their last name, and we put CSI folder, and inside we took notes on what a suspect is, what forensics, and then forensic science, evidence, forensic science, and then crime scene. And this was on TPT, I'll link down below. It was a few dollars. And then we also made a top secret pocket that they have been putting notes in. So this was one about blood and the different types, blood types. And so they would just fold it and put it in there. We have done a handwriting lab. So the differences in handwriting and how that can help them identify a suspect. Hair analysis, we got to use the microscope and analyze animal hair compared to human hair, and thumbprints, like fingerprints. And I did an experiment, well, not an experiment, but like a model of blood, and it really helped them understand the percentage of plasma, white blood cells, red blood cells, and platelets. And so that was with corn syrup as the plasma. The red blood cells were red hots, and white blood cells were little pieces of paper, and then the platelets were little sprinkles. And so that was free, and so I'll link that below. And that they loved that because it was such a good visual for them. So yeah, that's what we're doing for enrichment today. For enrichment, we can now, since we've talked about evidence and all the things that they use to kind of narrow down suspects, now we're going to start solving crimes. And so today, this was free on TPT. Guys, I use TPT all the time, and I usually only click that free button. So don't be afraid to look on there, and so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. But this is called Burglary at Pop's Grocery Store. And so they have to read their file, and then each table is given suspect cards. And so they have to read and use their inferencing skills and clues based on each suspect. And then on the back, they're gonna write down notes and details about the suspect. And then at the bottom, they're gonna make their final verdict. So if you teach enrichment, forensics, the kids are loving it. They're very involved. We talk a lot about science. We talk a lot about using evidence and inferences and stuff like that. So that's been really fun. Okay, so for reading today, sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable, and don't mind me, that's my little diffuser, diffusing lavender today because my allergies are crazy. But so my standard that we're working on today in reading is about text evidence and quoting text accurately. And so every student is going to be getting an evidence sheet, and it's kind of sentence starters on how they need to start their sentence when they're answering questions. We are also using RACE, which is an acronym that a lot of people use, and it's right up here. So restate the question is for R. A is answer all parts of the question, because a lot of questions have 2 or 3 parts to it. C is cite text evidence, so that's going to be hitting our standard with quoting the text correctly. And then E is explain, so explain your evidence and how that relates to the question. So we're going to be teaching them the RACE acronym today. They're going to use their sheet that they'll put in their binder to help them create their answers, so starting with a sentence starter. We're going to practice that today. I love these comp files by, I call her Lala teacher because that's who she is on Instagram, and on, and on YouTube. And she has created these for 4th and 5th grade. And so it's the passage and then questions on the back. I got a whole pack of them. I think there was like 12 or 13. And I got it on sale, so it was $6. Normally there were 9, and she has them for like every season. And so today we're going to do TV dinners and use our reference sheet, and then help in the acronym RACE, and then answer our questions on the back. On Friday, since today is the 9th, Friday is September 11th, so I got, this was in the pack that I got, a passage on 9/11, and it's definitely 5th grade appropriate, but it's also honoring those that died on 9/11 and those that came in and helped and were our heroes that day. But we're still hitting that standard of text evidence. So if there's time, I usually like to show them the Man in the Red Bandana video. Sometimes I read the book to them, but we probably won't have time that day. So if there's time, I'll show that kind of video or something like that. But yeah, text evidence is so important in 5th grade. If you teach that, let me know how you teach it to your kiddos below, because I would love to get some more ideas. But today is all about introducing the RACE acronym and just modeling how to use our text and support our answers. So hopefully it goes well. I have about 20 more minutes in planning, so I'm gonna get some things done, and I'll probably talk to you guys at the end of the day. So yeah, it's the end of the day, and it was a good day. We practiced our RACE acronym that helped them write their text evidence answers, and we all did it together. So it was a whole group lesson on Friday, because tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to read Restart. But Friday we're going to do a passage on September 11th, and they're going to do the short answers on their own, or with a group or a partner. We'll figure that out. So I am just wrapping things up, finishing some grades. Progress reports are due tomorrow. So yeah, I'm just getting some grades finalized, and then I'm gonna head out. But yeah, it was a good day. Just teaching those basic principles and how to close read and text evidence and theme. Doing that at the beginning of your year just really will help in the long run. So really front loading all that stuff will really help in the long run. I have a really bad headache today, and so my body's just telling me to go home. So I'm gonna listen as soon as I'm done. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I love you. Know that you are being prayed for, and if you are not subscribed yet, click that subscribe button, the notification bell, give it a thumbs up. I'll catch you guys in the next video. As an Amazon affiliate and an affiliate of other companies, my videos and content may contain affiliate references and links. If you buy something through one of these links, you don't pay extra, but I will get a small commission. Thank you.